All right, what do we got? Moretta. So Ho-Oh Lunala. That's interesting. With a Landorus, Rillaboom, Grimmsnarl, Rotom. Okay, this game I am tempted to bring Gastrodon. Obviously, Gastrodon does very, very poorly into Rillaboom. 4 times weak, and Rillaboom has a priority move. But do I really think, like, are you really going to bring a Rillaboom into an Incineroar, Groudon? Maybe not Groudon, but like an Incineroar Charizard? I feel like you're not. If he has like Ho-Oh Lunala, I feel like it's going to be Landorus with like a Rotom, right? Or Landorus Grimmsnarl. So let's see. I think opening with Groudon here is good. Maybe a Groudon, Gastrodon, we can open with like a Yawn onto whatever their Dynamax is. Like I'm assuming they open with Landorus something, right? Landorus plus something. So like that. I don't particularly like Charizard into really anything, but I have seen before that like G-Max Wildfire in the sun will just one-shot Dynamax Landorus, which is interesting. So if I can get my Charizard into position, it can sweep pretty well. I don't know if I want to Dynamax Charizard this game though. Maybe I just want to Dynamax Groudon here. Depends on what they open with. Rotom Grimmsnarl. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually totally down to die because Storm Drain Gastrodon totally shuts down. Like this Rotom cannot hit my Groudon. Because any water type move he uses is just gonna go to Gastrodon to raise my special attack. So what do you have in the back? Physical, physical, special, and probably physical, right? So I'm just super down to Quake into Yawn. Because I feel like he has to switch the Rotom out this turn, right? And I want to Yawn whatever he switches into. He doesn't switch out though, which is interesting. I don't know what the heck he's doing with his Rotom. Unless he's tricking me. If he's using like Trick and giving me a Scarf or something, like a Choice Scarf. The question is, does this one-shot Grimmsnarl through Reflect? I'm faster than the Rotom, which is interesting. I do not one-shot through Reflect. Okay, good to know. It's good to know those damage numbers. What is your Rotom doing? It's gotta be Trick, right? Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, yep. I should have realized. Okay. Well, I'm just down to Steel Spike into the Grimmsnarl, and I'm just gonna do the same thing, right? So this covers for the switch from Rotom, because now Rotom should not be able to do anything. It's already Will-O-Wisped me. I feel like it's got to switch out. And I'm willing to just commit to the Steel Spike to Grimmsnarl, because I want to just take Grimmsnarl out, and +2 physical defense Gastrodon is going to be so hard to kill. He stays in with Rotom, which is weird. What's he doing? I'm like so scared now. He does get both screens up, which is a little unfortunate, but we do pick up the knockout. I'm just confused as to why you're letting your Rotom fall asleep here. Because now I can just Yawn that whatever Pokemon comes in next. You're Will-O-Wisping my Gastrodon? I don't care. I have leftovers. That literally does nothing. I'm not a physical attacker. Okay, I'm okay with that turn. My big worry there was like Trick Grimmsnarl or something like that. Like not only would I get Will-O-Wisp, but I would also get tricked. That would have been really bad. Okay. So Landorus is interesting. He just wants to drop my physical attack. But, I mean, that puts him in a really awkward position, right? Because Landorus can't touch... He can max Airstream into my Groudon, which would hurt, but I'm at +2 physical defense. I mean... I'm down to Rockfall. Am I? I don't know what Rotom can do against my two Pokemon if it's just out in the field, right? So let's just do the same thing for the third turn in a row. I'm gonna press Steel Spike into Yawn. This time, obviously, he does withdraw. Okay. Ho-Oh is his last. That makes sense. Landorus does not max. This shouldn't do much damage. Yeah, that does barely anything. We do get to +3. The only question is this Ho-Oh physically, or special attack? It's possible. Ho-Oh typically runs physical attack. But I mean, I can just keep cycling him with Yawn here. So I'm in a fairly good position. I've still got my back two Mons perfectly healthy as well. So I'm willing to just stall this out. He does have his Dynamax, which is a little scary, but... So I have seen Ho-Oh run Grass-type moves before. I think he gets like Solar Beam or something, so I have seen him use Max Grass before. Would it make sense on his team to run Max Grass? I don't think so. I am so surprised that he didn't bring Lunala. This is weird. I mean, Stone Edge is... I'm burned with a -1 attack, but... I'm down to just keep Yawn cycling here. Withdrew Landorus, so into the Sleeping Rotom. He's got a Dynamax eventually, right? And I'm gonna Yawn whatever Pokemon he Dynamaxes. He's not Dynamaxing still. Okay, so he is physical, which is totally fine. Okay. So that damage onto Ho-Oh is really not really anything beneficial because Ho-Oh's ability is Regenerator, which means he's going to heal a third of his HP every turn. But what I'm doing right now... Okay, let's think about this. Assuming that he switches back out into Landorus, right? Can I really don't want to give this +3 defense up on Groudon. So I'm willing to Stone Edge, and I'm actually going to Ice Beam the Ho-Oh slot. Because he's chipped, and he withdraws, okay, into Landorus. This is exactly what I wanted. Landorus is going to take an Ice Beam here. And so even though it's through Light Screen, he still has Light Screen up. This is still going to chunk him. Yeah, that does no damage, that's fine. That Stone Edge was just to ensure that the Ho-Oh didn't stay in. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted right there. He's got to make a move sometime soon, right? He can't... Well, I shouldn't say can't, but... I feel like he doesn't max Landorus here. I feel like he's just trying to cycle in Ho-Oh and max Ho-Oh. Right? So... I can read into that, and... Do I think he's going to EQ or Rockfall? If Landorus stays in, he's probably going to EQ, right? That's a really risky switch, but I'm willing to take it. So here, I know I have the +3 defense on Groudon, and I've really been not wanting to switch him out, but it's just really tough. U-turn. Interesting, okay. It's really tough. Landorus was at like plus or -2 or 3 attack or something like that, so he was really struggling. Okay, so Rotom woke up, used Will-O-Wisp into my Charizard. I was already... I guess he's fishing for a switch into Zacian there. Alright, and surely he maxes Ho-Oh this turn, right? Like... I think I'm down to Protect into Yawn. Because... Is this guy ever gonna press Dynamax? What in the world is going on? Okay, Ho-Oh used Protect. Then this is probably just a wasted turn. Thunderbolt into my Protect, yep. Alright. So, I can switch the Charizard back into Groudon if I think he's going to Thunderbolt again. That's a totally fine switch because if he uses a Water-type attack, it just redirects to Gastrodon. If he uses an Electro-type attack, Groudon's immune. My only fear is that the Ho-Oh just maxes here and, like, max flares my Groudon in the sun. Yeah. That's my big fear right now. He still doesn't max. He uses Brave Bird though. Is that into Gastrodon? It is. Good chunk of damage, but not enough. Thunderbolt. Okay. So once again, he's either forced to go out into Landorus or into or have Ho-Oh fall asleep. So, and this entire time I've just been stalling out his screens, which is totally fine for me. He has one more turn of Light Screen and he's out of Reflect now. So what I can do is I need to start chipping away at this Rotom, right? So if he switches out Ho-Oh into Landorus, Landorus dies to an Ice Beam. If not, Ho-Oh sleep. Okay, so Landorus is out of the question now. Now I can Yawn without a care in the world because he cannot switch out the Yawns, right? So the only thing the Rotom can do here is Will-O-Wisp, I think. Just to fish in for the Zacian switch. Exactly. So this is the turn that I need to be careful on. This turn right here. Because I'm almost 100% confident that Gastrodon is in range to die from like a max Airstream. And I need Gastrodon to live for one more turn to get a Yawn off. So this is where it can get a little scary. I'm willing to switch. The Charizard is not important in this matchup anymore, I don't think, right? He's weak to Thunderbolt. He can't really kill the Ho-Oh. I really want my Zacian. Well, I really want Groudon to take care of the Ho-Oh. So I think this is my play here. Zacian kind of gets walled by Ho-Oh. Because he's not... Steel isn't very effective into flying or fire. He is still not maxing. He does get the switch though, so Thunderbolt. That one-shots. Oh. Okay. So, unfortunately, Zacian is likely to take a max flare here. However, that should mean that for the 7th turn in a row, it feels like, I will press Yawn into the Ho-Oh slot. Because surely he Dynamaxes this turn. My god, dude. Okay, so the Ho-Oh has Brave Bird, Sacred Fire, Protect, probably Recover as his last move. So ideally, Zacian dies in 2 turns. Right, so Zacian lives this turn. Oh! We weren't in range for Airstream. Okay. So we finally get the freaking Yawn off. What were we at before? Like 79? That did like 60 damage, right? It would be really funny if I protected and my Gastrodon didn't die. Which procs first, burn or leftovers? I haven't been paying attention. I should know that. Okay. So this turn's a little scary because if I lose my Gastrodon, I'm in trouble. Yeah, okay. This is bad. So now my Zacian is Will-O-Wisp. And I no longer have Gastrodon's Storm Drain protection. So now this Rotom can actually... Oh, he missed Will-O-Wisp. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. If he hits Will-O-Wisp there, his Rotom survives next turn. And my Groudon probably dies, right? Although I do have AV Groudon, maybe not. Wow. That's actually a really big miss. Because now we can Sacred Sword into Stone Edge here. Alright, so Ho-Oh's first turn of sleep. This game isn't free. This game is definitely not over. Because if he... Ooh, and we missed Stone Edge. That's unfortunate. Yeah. If his 4th move is Recover, if he has Protect, Sacred Fire, Brave Bird, and Recover, it's going to be really hard to kill this Ho-Oh, especially if he only gets a 1-turn sleep. So yeah, as you can see, a Great Wall. I can't really... I'll go for the Play Rough to drop his attack. Okay, he get the 2 turns sleep. That's good damage. Woo! We one-shot through the burn. Oh my god, what a game. That was insane. This guy was just cycling so hard. I feel like I definitely could have played that better, right? I mean, my Dynamax was really just to get +3 defense. I didn't do a whole lot of offense with my Dynamax, which was why that game took so long. But I mean, the +3 physical defense on the Gastrodon went for so long, like you saw. Like, this Rotom couldn't do anything, because if he uses Hydro Pump, Storm Drain redirects his Hydro Pump into Gastrodon. Just gives me a special attack boost. He can't kill my Gastrodon because of Thunderbolt. So like Gastrodon, Groudon, that pairing, like what can Rotom do? It can just keep pressing Will-O-Wisp, hoping I switch into Zacian. So that was really great defensively, but it was just such a slow game because I didn't have any offense. So I definitely could have played that better. That was not the cleanest. Alright, so this next game is Zacian Palkia. They're restricted with a lucky Landorus. Okay, so they just want speed control. And can I really deny it? Not really, right? I don't have Trick Room on my team. The only form of speed control I have is Airstream, which gets shut down by a Lucky. So this is tough, because I can definitely see them like running Palkia on Trick Room, but I can also see them just like maxing Palkia with a Lucky Electro Web to drop my speed. So, I think Incin Groudon is pretty good here, right? No, not Groudon, because I don't want to take a Max Geyser from Palkia. Maybe I just go Incin Grimmsnarl and like play the early game slow. Yeah, if you if you want to translate some of the Pokemon names, that'd be fun. I'll see if I can pronounce them. Maybe I'll probably get them very wrong, but I really don't like bringing Charizard, or not bringing Charizard, but like Palkia, like Landorus and Regieleki is just such a bad matchup for Charizard, right? So I'll just see if I can slow down their early game here with Incin and Grimmsnarl. I would imagine this is Palkia and Regieleki, but it's Palkia and Landorus. Okay. Okay. So Incineroar is in a really tough spot right here, right? Because I can get hit by Felinferno. That makes sense. Yeah. Kind of the Inferno in the name, right? So White Herb Landorus. Good to know. Yeah, this is tough because I can fake out. It's basically like a 50-50, right? Like, if I fake out the Landorus, there's a chance that Palkia Dynamaxes and just Max Geysers into my Incineroar. Whereas if I fake out the Palkia, the Landorus can Max and then EQ. What I'm actually I'm gonna Parting Shot Palkia and just set up Reflect. I think that covers for most things, right? Because Reflect will reduce the damage onto Incineroar from potential Earthquake from Landorus. Tritosaur? Also, so it was Palkia that maxed. So kind of guessed that correctly. I don't know if Incineroar is going to be able to get this Parting Shot off. I might just lose Incin for turn 1, which is really going to suck. Yeah, so here's the EQ with Telepathy. That makes sense. Let's see how much damage this does do. A lot. That does a lot. And then Max Geyser, yeah. I should have known that. Max Geyser into my Grimmsnarl, though. Right? I saw that right? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I do get a Parting Shot off in the Palkia, which is nice. That's a really tough first turn, though. Okay. So we have Reflect up. I can send out... Let's see. So Play Rough, he doesn't have a speed boost, so I will outspeed. Do I think Play Rough one-shots Palkia? Probably not, right? Maybe I just go... Yeah, I think I'm going to go Incineroar or Zacian and then bring the Incineroar back in for the Intimidate onto Landorus. Because now he no longer has his White Herb, so he'll be -1. So I think I have to fake out the Landorus here. I feel like he's going to switch out, but if he doesn't, I'm going to take way too much damage this turn, right? Because EQ into Max Geyser, it's just going to one-shot anything. So Honestly, like if he max guards here, I think I'm okay with that. Dracofew. Dracofew. I also deeply apologize to my roommate. Yeah, he did withdraw. I deeply apologize to my roommate who is French. Sorry for butchering all of these, but he does go into Rillaboom, which is kind of weird. Oh, if I fake out of the Palkia. Oh, no. Shoot. Okay, well, he dies to Life Orb. But I could have fake out of the Palkia just for the chip damage. I didn't even think about that. Okay. This is a really tough spot because I don't even have Protect on... Yeah, I don't have Protect on Groudon. Back into Landorus, that makes sense. I'm gonna Intimidate on both my Zacian and my Groudon. And this is probably just Grassy Glide into the Groudon and Earthquake into the Zacian, right? What can I do here? So I can Protect into Steel Spike to give myself a defense boost. And that covers for Earthquake. Again, I know that he's going to... Grassy Glide, but I think maybe I can take a Grassy Glide from a Rillaboom. I think this is the only chance I have. Hopefully he just fakes out if he fake outs my Zacian, we're golden. We're in a really good spot. Angoliath? See, I feel like I can pronounce that word. Angoliath makes much more sense to me than like the Dracofew. Those are trippy for me. Okay, I highly doubt he's faking out his Zacian, right? But yeah, Grassy Glide. That did no damage. Wow. Fly. Okay. So he's flying into the Groudon spot, which is interesting. So unfortunately that means that I didn't get the Steel Spike boost, which is really tough. So yeah, I'm willing to Steel Spike into the Landorus when he lands here, right? So he doesn't go for Grassy Glide, interestingly enough. Maybe he just realizes that it's not doing enough damage into the Groudon. I wonder what he goes for. Maybe a knockoff into the Groudon. So we do get the defense boost, which is really, really nice. That's a good chunk of damage too. Even when I'm intimidated, that does a fair amount, which is really nice. High horsepower. Oh, tough. Oh no. That was a crit too. I was like, wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay. So we gotta make a play here. So if I protect this turn with Zacian, what happens? I protect the potential Grassy Glide, but then I take a Fly from Landorus next turn, probably. If I don't protect, I just take a Grassy Glide, and then the Fly goes into my Groudon. So, I mean, I think there's... Right, he would have to misplay. He would have to, for some reason... Yeah. He would have to Fly into my Groudon. and really misplay here. He's misplaying. Right? Iron Tail? He's choking so hard? What? Somebody send out the choke alert, because god damn, this man's choking. Okay. Suddenly we have a chance. We no longer have Reflect, which is tough. But what's their Backmon? Zacian? Okay. Okay. So, the only way that this turn works is if I speed tie to Zacian and I win the speed tie. Right? Because I Behemoth Blade. I think I always Behemoth Blade into Precipice Blades. 100% of the time. Yeah, no. Yeah, I this is really the only thing I can do this turn. If he protects Zacian, well played. I do win the speed tie. Okay. This won't kill, but Precipice Blades should now. Unless he Behemoth Blades, it looks like he's probably into my Groudon, right? No! Oh wait, I thought it said it. I thought it said it missed the Zacian. It missed the. Yeah, it missed the Landorus because he's flying. Oh my god, we have a chance. Okay. What is this game, dude? What's gonna do the most damage? A Stone Edge crit? A Heat Crash? Oh my god, wait, what? I need to... this is so scary! Come on, Groudon! Oh no! Okay. So the really scary thing is, one more Stone Edge kills him, right? However, Stone Edge is 80% accurate. It's gonna miss 20% of the time. I can take one more fly, but I can't take two more flies, right? I just have to believe in the heart of the cards. Come on, Groudon. He uses Rock Slide. He's going for flinches, but he misses. Oh, we hit. Oh, what a game. Oh. Okay. I do not deserve that win. I'll tell you right now, this guy choked, like big time. That one, the turn that I protected with my Zacian, he should have just Grassy Glided and he either should have Grassy Glided my Zacian to make sure that I protected, because I could, apparently I could have just Behemoth Bladed into the Landorus and I would have killed and I would have been golden, right? Like easy game. That would have been GG. So he has to Grassy Glide into my Zacian to keep me honest there. But I think you also fly into the Zacian because you know that I can't protect 2 turns in a row. Right? And then the fly kills the Zacian. To not fly into the Zacian there blows my mind. Why would you ever fly into the Groudon? So the fact that we won the speed tie into the Zacian too. Oh, he's not max speed. Wait, what? Okay, well, I guess that's why it wasn't a speed tie. Wow, so he was actually max HP, so I definitely did need that Behemoth Blade to kill. Because a Precipice Blades I don't think kills in that spot. Wow. That was a game.